Day 158 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again another day, another LeetCode problem, but y'all already knew we would be here because we've been here the last 157 days, and now we're at day 158, and we're still going strong, y'all. So I hope y'all still staying disciplined. I hope y'all are still staying consistent because we have a long way to go. And part of this channel is about uplifting each other and encouraging each other to keep going and keep pushing through until we all become the best Swift programmers that we can be. And we will not let anybody get in our way. We're not going to let anybody stop us from accomplishing our goals. We're just going to keep going and keep pushing through until our goals are reached, y'all. So before we get started today, don't forget, bring a mouse right over here and click that subscribe button for me. Then after you click that subscribe button, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Then after you smash that like button, I'm calling all of my bankers. I repeat, all of my bankers to the comment section right now. I need y'all to drop 2 bank emojis in the comment section so we can run up this engagement. And as Swift community members, we could do our part in help pushing this Swift content out to a broader audience in order to help the Swift community grow as a whole, y'all. As part of the Swift community, it's up to us to help build the community, and one way we could do that is to share this Swift content with as many people as we can find, y'all. So y'all support is appreciated with that. Now, with all that being said, y'all, let's get into the question. And today we have question number 268, missing number. The difficulty level is easy, so you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as well, because we're all here trying to learn something no matter where we may be on our programming journey. And if we can't understand the code that we have written, then we probably didn't learn anything, and that is not what we want, y'all. So we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand so everybody can gain something from this video. Now let's see what the question says. It says, given an array nums containing n distinct numbers in the range 0, n, return the only number in range that's missing from the array. So let's look at example 1 so we can see what they mean. We have the input nums. It's an array of integers 3, 0, and 1. The output is 2. The explanation says n equals 3, right? Excuse me. N equals 3 because there's 3 elements up here, right? So we have 1, 2, 3. It says since there are 3 numbers, so n equals 3 since there are 3 numbers, excuse me. So all numbers in range 0 to 3, 2 is the missing number in the range that does not appear in nums, right? So we're trying to find a range from 0 to n, right? N is 3 in this case. So there are 3 numbers. We want to go from 0 to 3. There's going to be a number missing because we're starting count from 0 and not at 1, right? So since indexes start at 0, we're going to be missing a number if n equals 3, and we will not be able to have all the numbers from 0 to 3 because there are only 3 spaces that we could fill up with numbers, right? So one number is going to have to get left out, and in this case, that number is 2. Right now, if index started from 1 and not 0, then it might seem a little easier because we could go 1, 2, 3, and we could fit all the numbers in. But we have to remember that indexes start from 0. So if n equals 3, if n equals 3, it's not, n does not equal count, or you know what I'm saying? It's count plus 1. But in this case, we're taking away the plus 1, so n just equals 3, and 0, 1, 2, 3 would be 4 numbers, but we only have 3 places, right? So that's why the 2 is missing, because the array starts from index 0 and not index 1. But anywho, the output is 2 because, as you can see in this range, 2 is missing. If n is 3, we go 0, 1, 2, 3. We don't have the 2. That's why the output is 2, because the 2 is missing. So let's look at example 2 so we could go through these examples and make a little bit more sense for everybody. So in example 2, we have nums is an array of integers 0 and 1. N equals 2 since there are 2 numbers, right? There's only 2 numbers. That means n equals 2. It says, so all numbers in the range 0 to 2. 2 is the missing number in the range since it does not appear in nums. So it's pretty much the same thing, y'all. We're starting from a 0 index array, but we only have space for 2 numbers. But the range is from 0 to 2. So if we only have a space from 2 numbers, but 0 to 2 we need three numbers. We would need 0, 1, and 2, right? But the 2 cannot fit in this because there's only two numbers. So the 2 is, again, the number that is missing in this array because there's no 2. N equals 2. The range would have to go up to 2, but since the range, since there's only 0 and 1, that means the 2 is left out. So let's look at example 3 just in case that one didn't make any sense. This one gives us a little bit more of numbers to work with so we can make it make sense a little easier. And this one we have nums equals an array of integers 9, 6, 4, 2, 3, 8, 7, 0, and 1. The output is 8 because 8 is the missing number out of this range right here. The explanation says n equals 9 since there are 9 numbers. Excuse me. N equals 9 since there are 9 numbers, right? So there's 9 numbers up here. 0, 1. We have all the numbers. We have a 0 right here. We have a 1 right here. We have a 2 right here. We have a 3 right here. We have a 4 right here. We have a 5 right here. We have a 6 right here. We have a 7 right here. And we have a 9 right here. Once again, 8 is the missing number, right? It says 8 is the missing number in the range since it does not appear in nums. The range is 0 to 9. But once again, since we have to count the 0, there's going to be a number that doesn't fit in this array because n equals 9 as well. So since we have to include this 0, normally if we didn't include the 0, then we could just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But we have to include the 0, so one number is going to be left out of these 9 numbers because remember there's only 9 numbers, right? And 0 is included, so that gives us 8 numbers that we could use left. And since we used these numbers, we didn't use 8. 8 was the one that was left out. The other 8 numbers after 0 was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And we had to leave out 8, and that's why the output is 8. So now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part, the part that all keeps us going in the morning, the actual code. And this code is not that difficult at all, y'all, and I will explain it as we go. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to say let sum of first numbers. We're going to cast that as an integer, so we're going to say colon int. Then we're going to say equals. We're going to say nums.count plus, nums.count times. Then we're going to open up the parentheses and we're going to say nums.count plus 1. Then we're going to come outside of those parentheses and we're going to say divided by 2. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to say let sum equal nums dot reduce, open up the parentheses, 0, comma, plus. Now what this is going to do is this is going to add up all of the numbers in the array starting from index 0, right? So we're just going to add, or starting from 0. So we're going to just add, that's what this plus lets it know. We're going to add all of the numbers up in the array together starting from 0. Then we're going to come down here and we are going to say return sum of first numbers minus sum. So let's run it. And let's run this, y'all. But before y'all leave, I got another solution. We have 2 solutions today. I forgot to tell y'all. Oh, whoa. Cannot find it in scope. Okay, that means there's a typo somewhere. This should have an S. But yeah, I have another solution for y'all after this, just because, this solution was so simple. I figured I'd show y'all another one too. But yeah, so look, this one is accepted, right? So let's go through it so we can see how it works, right? So first we have, we're just returning the sum of first numbers minus sum, right? So what this is going to do, sum of first numbers, what this is going to do, right? We're looking at this right here. It's going to be nums.count times nums.count plus 1 divided by 2. So let's go through this, right? In this case, nums.count is 3. We're going to multiply that by nums.count. This right now, nums.count is 3, right? Nums.count is 3. We're going to multiply that by nums.count plus 1. So nums.count is 3. Nums.count plus 1 will give us 4, right? So that'd be 3 times 4, which is going to give us 12. right? Then we come over here and divide it by 2. So we're going to say 12 divided by 2 is going to give us 6, right? Then we have sum, right? So sum equals nums dot reduce 0 whatever parentheses 0 comma plus, right? So what this is going to do is going to add up all the numbers in the array starting from 0. So when we add up all these numbers, we go 3 plus 0 plus 1. That's going to give us 4, right? So the sum will equal 4. Right now, sum equals 4, and sum of first numbers equals 12, right? So sum of first numbers equals 12, sum equals 4. Oh no, excuse me, not 12, equals 6 because we divided by 2. So sum of first numbers equals 6, sum equals 4. Then we come down here and we return a sum of first numbers minus sum, which is going to look like this. 6 minus 4, and 6 minus 4 equals 2. Thus, excuse me, that look a little messy, right? But 6 minus 4 equals 2. Thus, the output is 2. And that's how that works. This is the formula for that, y'all. So learn it, read it, love it, y'all. And let's get into the second solution. So the second solution is not that difficult as well either, y'all. And guess what, y'all? Guess what? We got a one-liner. That's right, y'all. We can write the second solution in one line of code. That's why I wanted to sneak this in here for y'all so y'all can see this one too. So let's get into it. The first, let's submit this first so we can see what the time complexity looks like on the first solution. So let's submit it and let's see. Okay, 47 milliseconds beats 61.54% of users with Swift. Y'all, that's not too bad at all, especially for a solution that's as easy to understand as this one. But now that we understand this solution, let's get into the second solution, the one-liner, right? And all we are going to do for the one-liner is we're going to say set. Open up the parentheses. We're going to say 0, ... 3 dots. We're going to say nums dot count, right? So 0 through nums dot count. Then we're going to say dot subtracting. Then we're going to open up the parentheses again. We're going to say set. Open up more parentheses. We're going to say nums. And then we're going to say dot first, exclamation point, because it's optional. So let's run this one. See how this one runs. Okay, it's accepted. So let's see what that time's looking like. Remember, this one 47 milliseconds beats 61.54% of users with Swift. Let's submit this one and see what this time looks like. Let's see. Ooh, okay, 48 milliseconds beats 50.43% of users with Swift. Not too bad either, y'all. And this is also another easy solution that's easy to understand, also easy to remember. So I hope y'all learned something today because we gave y'all 2 solutions, which is, 2 is always better than 1. And I hope to see y'all tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. Peace.